16 days starts now. It's a nice lake trout.
Hit the water and he jumped on it.
Pretty meaty actually.
Yeah.
This trail's rough. We're gassed. Not feeling good. Frustrating day.
This is a beautiful morning. I think it's our most beautiful yet. Oh my goodness, here come the swans. Stay tuned.
We gotta eat some food. This is the heaviest the barrel's ever been, for sure. 90 meals in this barrel. 45 meals each. 15 nights. 3 meals a day. All right.
Let's go. We are ready.
"16 days starts now. Pickerel Lake. So much anticipation for this trip. Months. So much preparation. And I've been waiting for this moment. Up until this point, it's kind of like anxious energy. You're worried you're gonna forget stuff. But now we're here, we have what we have,
Yep.
and we're going. So we've been busy over the last few weeks dehydrating stuff. We've got burrito mix here. That's just a veggie burrito mix. And then we got some dehydrated beef from Aaron's mom, Barb. Thanks, Barb. And we have to measure it all carefully on this trip. Can't be estimating it and end up with nothing at the end of the trip, so we have a measuring cup to make sure we ration it. Might be a few sticks in this one. It's just taking it off and it slipped and it dumped out. That's brutal. Good start. And we can't be wasting food right now, so and this was a big hearty meal. That is brutal. This is full of dirt and sticks and looks like some dog hair. But we literally can't waste food, so here we are. Like animals. Undoubtedly mice crawl around here. Like, this is gross.
About halfway through my ground burrito. So far, so good. I think we sifted out most of the twigs.
Dog hair.
Dog hair. Gave it a good rolling boil. Not the worst meal I've had camping. Sorry, buddy. Get this hook out of the way. Ow!
Okay.
Yep. There it is.
Portage number 2. This is nice and breezy, nice and flat and clear. We are packed for a single carry, but the food barrel is just too heavy right now. Once we lighten that up in a few days, hopefully we can start single carrying. We're into Doré Lake now off of Pickerel where we started. Surprising how much of a chop is picking up, but we're fine. Can't believe the size of the swells here.
I know.
Like, it's very windy, but it's not ferocious.
No.
And this isn't the big lake.
No.
Behind me there on that rock are some pictographs. I would love to document them and put them in this video, but it's considered culturally inappropriate to photograph or video pictographs. So I'm going to respect that. It is hard for me because I really would love for that to be part of the video. And a lot of people, you know, you can say, oh, well, you have to go there yourself if you want to see them. Well, a lot of people can't because A, they don't live around pictographs, they don't have the money, they don't have the physical ability. So there are a lot of reasons why someone couldn't come and enjoy that, and I wish I could share that, but it's just not encouraged. So we're going to respect that. You'll just have to enjoy it through us, I guess, and we'll be taking a look at it with our own eyes, and we'll film that. We'll film ourselves looking at it, but we won't film the pictographs themselves.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Eagle above us.
Where?
Coming in over the trees. And there's an eagle over there as we're looking. Interesting. You know what it is?
No, canoe?
Yeah, could be a canoe, it's long.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's the first of many.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get some calmer conditions to enjoy some other ones.
Yeah.
Beautiful pines in here.
This is a huge pine. It's just... It's amazing to see these ancient giants.
Leaning over the portage too. When that
Almost
falls
would.
someday, that's going to be a heck of a job to clear.
I want them to call me so I can harvest it for for our dining room table.
Into Twin Lakes. It's a pretty nice one. I like this lake. We camp here, but we want to get a little farther. It's coming down now.
Yep. Yeah.
Try and shake out your other boot, drain it. I knew coming in that this river was supposed to be at a bit of a slog. And it's not terrible, but it's just kind of long. And every time you come around a corner and you think you're done, it just keeps going. Okay, camp number 1. Blueberry Island on Sturgeon Lake. A nice one. And there is some aurora activity predicted tonight. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but we'll be keeping an eye on it. This campsite has been burned, on this half at least, but the northern half of the island's still okay. Got fireweed growing out of it. Feels good.
Yeah, it feels really nice.
We're pretty soaked, and it was actually getting pretty cold with the wind and the wetness. This is nice.
Yeah, nothing better than just being able to get a good fire going and create some warmth. Once you start getting that chill.
Good hot dinner.
Yeah. Comforts, creature comforts. Cheers.
Cheers.
First of many.
Day 1. Oh. This is a really nice site. Covered in pine needles, nice and open, but well treed still. We're down on the other side right now, but we're looking for somewhere to set up the hammocks with a north view so that we can see the lights if they come around. I'm already starting to feel like I'm getting in my groove now that we're setting up camp. A sip of scotch might have helped with that.
Shall we?
Yep. It's really nasty and gray and windy on that side, and then here we got the sun going down. Should be a good evening. We've got penne with sausage pieces. We cooked Italian sausages, broke them up into small pieces and dehydrated them. And then spinach, grape tomatoes, both dehydrated, and Parmesan cheese and dehydrated tomato sauce. How is it?
It's fantastic.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Get that cheese down there.
Oh, cheese.
Huh. Hot.
Yeah, it's warm.
It's good.
Yeah.
Aaron just said the best thing about this pasta is it wasn't scraped off a rock. It's good though, it is actually good, but lunch was pretty gross. The dog hairs in it were really,
yeah, that was off-putting.
like who knows what people do around a fire, the spit.
Ugh.
Yeah. But, and then there's the twigs, but the dog hair was some random dog.
Yeah.
It was gross. Every bite was pretty
It
gross.
was off-putting.
It's just great.
This is great.
Very good meal. Sunset. relaxed, drying off. Wonderful. Oh yeah. Somehow, there are green beans in this. I didn't add green beans to this recipe.
But there were also green beans in the
Lunch.
burritos, which he also
I
thinks he
did
didn't.
not add green beans to either of these meals. There are green beans in both meals. For a second we were like, did we pick it up off the rocks? Like, were the green beans there on the ground?
I was pretty convinced it was someone else's leftovers.
I have no idea where these came from. No idea.
Do we even buy green beans?
No. We don't even buy green beans.
Foot check for ticks.
Yeah, we got ticks in the park here. We're not really accustomed to ticks. We're not in tick country really. So, met up with Kevin Callan before the trip, and he said make sure you check yourself head to toe before bed. Oh, it feels good to have wet stuff
Air
off.
them out, yeah.
Yeah, it's always a great feeling.
Yeah, that is. My booklet.
That book is going to be beat up.
Yep.
Cool. Beautiful morning here. It looks like we're gonna have a tailwind again based on the current direction. Aaron woke up early and made me oats, made us oats. Super sweet. And this was a perfect first night to start our trip. Wonderful campsite. It's a skinny, long enough little island. Views all around. It's been fantastic. We're getting day 2 started here. We got a fantastic tailwind. The lake is really chopped up out there. It's really nice. We're going with it. And we're in a bit of a sheltered area here. Out on the main lake, it's white capping.
We got walleye.
Nice. Oh, not a bad one. I'm just gonna release it both sides.
Yeah.
Pretty chunky. It'll be a really good eater.
Yeah. Got that walleye on this. It's a bit of a deep diver. Perch pattern. And we're just kind of at it narrows, and there's a nice little inflow here, so we thought we'd send out a couple casts, and got that guy on my first cast. See if there's anyone else in here.
Little guys are hammering it. Oh, there he goes. Using this weedless wide gapped hook. I don't need weedless right now, but if you do, you just tuck the hook right into the plastic.
One of the luxuries we chose for this trip to bring was a big 1 kilogram bag of peanut M&Ms. They're heavy, but they're so worth it. So good.
We got pesto coming up. We didn't dehydrate this, so we're gonna eat it up earlier in the trip. There's a
whole bunch of bones on this site that we don't recognize. I have no idea, but it's interesting. They're all really serrated around the edge, but see, these ones are together. So is it some sort of shell?
It's weird.
It's super bizarre.
And there are a bunch more by the fire too, and it looks like obviously someone carved them into points. There, that looks more like bone.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Here, look at this piece. Is it a shell?
A shell
That'd be a big
of a turtle?
The
I wonder.
pieces? I have no idea, but that's almost how it looks. Like they go to, they're all really serrated like that, and then seeing those together makes me question that.
Maybe. That's an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm. It'd be a big turtle.
Yeah. Chatterton Falls over there. That's where we're headed next, Chatterton Lake. Little walleye. I was looking for one like this to eat before lunch, but didn't happen. Not gonna stop and cook now. Another one. Oh, there he goes. Perfect. Is this your favorite lake so far?
It is.
Yeah. This has been our favorite lake so far, Russell. We've only seen 4 or 5 lakes of many, but lots of exposed Canadian shield, nice fishing, great scenery, islands.
Really nice islands, yeah.
Really nice lake. Kind of wish we were camping here, but we're only not even halfway through the day. Small. Aaron's just having a look to see if this is the trail. Trails are not marked, signed in this park. Neither are campsites to maintain its wilderness feeling. We're going upstream in the Milan River right now, and tomorrow as well. So lots of climbing on the ports, but nice open portages. If the hook's in a decent place, try and thumb it. Support the belly. Smalley.
Smalley? Good.
Pretty tall one.
Yeah? Oh yeah. Nice.
Pretty good smalley fishing here. Pretty cute. We have limited battery power to cover 16 days, so we're not recording all the fish. Usually if it's just a better fish or in a nicer place, more scenic place. It's a nice lake.
Yes.
Keats Lake.
I feel like maybe because of the time of day we should take the one port.
Yeah. Cover some ground. We got 3 ports left.
Yeah. Rock right here.
does feel warm. I guess the rocks get heated up, warms all the water all day.
Yeah.
This must be a warm lake. This is the Have a Smoke portage. We're not really sure what that means. We asked a group back there, does that mean it's hard or easy, like have a smoke break, or you're gonna wanna have a smoke after it? And they were just like, oh, you know, have a smoke. We were like, oh, okay, gotcha. We had no idea what they meant. So far it's good though. Beautiful. Well, we stopped here on Shelley Lake, just getting to dinner time. We didn't want to make it a late one. Pretty cool lake actually. Nice sight. Hi. Nice red pine for hanging hammocks. Little island, benches, fire pit. Pretty good.
Oh yeah.
This is one of our favorites. Dehydrated pineapple.
Can't be beat.
No, it tastes so good. And this is 2 or 3 pineapples. Got a great view from my hammock tonight. We might go without the fly. It's not supposed to rain. Though we won't have a forecast the whole time, so it's going to get less and less accurate. Love these Amok Drommer hammocks. So comfortable. That's our water filter. And then Aaron's going to be a little far away from me tonight. Over there. This is a huge amount of food. Hope you're hungry.
Whew. It's good. Is that what you wanted?
Just kidding. Just a sip. All right. Let's feast.
Okay.
Let that cool for a few minutes.
Okay, good. This is heavier than any fish we caught today.
That is a bucket of curry.
That's several pounds.
Mmm. Veggie curry. With the best part is potatoes, but also peas, beans.
Green beans?
Various other things. No, there are no green beans in this.
We'll see.
I don't know how the other ones got in there. We were hoping for a blueberry feast here at the beginning of August. It's been a famine.
Pickings are slim. Cheers.
These are the 3rd and 4th blueberries we've had.
Not a good year for blueberries here.
Mm-hmm.
Dry, we think.
But no bugs.
Yeah.
Hardly any bugs, except
Take bugs.
early morning, late evening. But during the day, it's been beautiful.
Yeah. Ew. Oh.
Good.
Or you know what it looks like?
So we're doing half tarps tonight. Reason being, if we wake up and it starts raining, then we just have to stake down a couple things and then we're good to go. Getting our sleeping bags wet early in this trip would be pretty bad. Night, honey.
Love you.
Love you too. Dying to put my feet up. My dogs are barking. Oh yeah. Oh man, yes. I've been saving this book for this trip. That's why.
Dear fart. Bottom's literally resting on my head.
I'm feeling a shot here. Jeez. I won't bite on you. You don't ruin my shot.
Sorry.
I had my wet shoes and socks drying here, and look what was inside of this sock. It's shelob. That's a beefy spider. Another great campsite on that island. 2 for 2 so far.
Not too bad. First one of the day. Hey.
There he goes. Gentle, gentle. Really slow, slow. Watch for rocks here, hun.
Yeah, I think there's rocks up the top that's probably too risky to try and go over.
You want a port?
Or if we can get in that, I don't know. Do you think we can?
Make sure we don't turn here, eh?
Yeah.
We catch a rock as we turn or flip.
Let's just port it.
Alright. Paddling upstream on the Milan River still today, and possibly tomorrow as well. This is Shelley Lake, but the Milan River runs through it along with many other lakes, so there's a good amount of current. But this has become one of my favorite lakes. I think I might like it even more than Russell. There seems to be a lot of recency bias in that, because every new lake we see kind of becomes my favorite, but this one is all farms and bays. It's not one big open blob, which is my least favorite. Beautiful lake. Doubleheader. Both smallmouth bass. Back down the river we go. Let's see. Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad, bass. Not bad.
Yeah, that's a shelob. What a beast.
Ugh. Get too close, it might jump. Ugh, think of me heebie-jeebies. I hate spiders that look like they have the potential to jump. Wah! Another double header here. I got myself a medium-sized slime trout.
Oh.
What do you got, hun?
Decent bass for me. Whoa. It's interesting, they both hit around the same spot.
Yeah.
Just a bass and a pike hanging out. Fox and the hound.
There you go. Mine free to soak. myself. That was a good size pike. Nothing special, but felt heavy compared to the bass we've been catching.
So the portages and campsites are not signed in Quetico to maintain that sense of natural wilderness. And this is the first one where we don't see any kind of a portage. It's short, thankfully. Just have to get around a rapid. But you would think over the years there'd be an obvious defined trail. You're also not allowed to cut green wood in Quetico, so carving out your own trail is not an option. Few blueberries in here, that's encouraging. Tiny though. Just not enough water this year, I guess. They're perfect.
Wow.
Sometimes they look kind of rotten.
Yeah. This one's just opening.
Best one yet. Still not that big. Three plus maybe. We're on Connippy Lake now, which is stunning. But again, because campsites aren't marked, we haven't been able to find one or see one, at least from the water. And you can only eat lunch on campsites. So we've been looking around for somewhere to have lunch for well over an hour now. Connippy is one of the biggest lakes on our route. We have about 25 kilometers of paddling just to get across it to our next portage. And we've got a beautiful tailwind again today, third straight day, beautiful north wind. And it's not too strong either. Sometimes a tailwind can actually be too strong and it chops up the lake. This is just perfect.
Thank you.
We're looking for another pictograph. They can be pretty hard to see though. We know it's in this area on this corner of the island.
We're at a second set of pictographs here. The local First Nations request that people don't photograph or film them, so we're going to respect that as much as we like to show them to you guys. It's a sacred space, so we're going to respect the customs of the people's territory that we're on. But we're going to be seeing quite a few over this trip, and we're looking forward to it.
Kind of interesting, but both pictos we've seen so far, an eagle has flown over us. This lake really is huge. So, is that a canoe? I guess. Maybe with warriors inside?
Yeah, could be.
But I feel like all three that we've seen so far have looked like
canoes. Yeah.
Maybe.
That's the most vivid one I think we've seen, eh?
Yeah.
Most distinct.
Yeah. I just had a huge paddle tail on and got bit off. So it's probably a big pike that nailed it. We're in this southern bay of Connippy. The whole southern half of Connippy Lake is a burn, an old burn, probably 10 or 15 years ago. It's all even aged and it's dense as anything. So we've actually only found one campsite on this entire 20 kilometers of paddling. It's the only one we've noticed. Other than that, it's all been too rocky or too thick with the regeneration of trees. In the distance over there, there's a waterfall that's going to be roaring. We were hoping not to have to camp by it, and thankfully we just found something. Again, everything has been so bushy from the forest fire, but we found a good spot here that got spared a little bit, some trees left, and there's an actual campsite here.
Found our fire for the evening.
Yeah, that'll do. It's nice. This'll work.
That's not bad, eh?
Yeah. Some widowmakers, but that's all we got. The forest fire regeneration is so thick, we were thinking, can big mammals still get through there? Evidently they can.
I'm baking bannock over the fire tonight. I've got the flour, baking powder, and salt mixed in before we left. I've got some lard to add. So my first step that I do is I mix this lard in until it's all consistent. I do that with my hands. And then from there I add the water, and it goes on the fire. Now that the lard's mixed in, I make a little well and pour in some water. That's good for now. And you just kind of do a little bit at a time, fold it over, and it'll be sticky at first, but you want to mix it until it gets a good earlobe consistency that's not sticky. So I like to do a little bit at a time, get it really well mixed, and then add more water as I go. I'm just shaping them into biscuits, and then I use my spoon fork to poke some holes through them. Just it helps them cook all the way through a little bit better. And I'm making them quite thin because over the fire, when you're baking it, they're pretty notorious for burning on the outside and not cooking through. So I'm trying to make them quite thin. Sloppy Joe's backcountry style. They're all a mess. Thank you.
Welcome. What a treat out here.
Yeah.
Fresh biscuit.
Oh wow.
I'm sizing up to bigger baits to try and weed out all the small fish. We're catching so many today, and really I only want big ones. And this is helping. They're biting the tail a lot and not getting hooked if they're small. Beautiful evening, nice sunset. The lake is glass out there. We were pretty tired, but we couldn't resist coming out. Conditions were just too good.
Another small line. There's an eagle just right up in a tree over there. He's been watching us fish all evening. Probably looking at us thinking a bunch of amateurs.